They killed the V8, but this new Charger might still be a muscle car. What if I told you Dodge just built a 550 horsepower muscle car with 0 cylinders you'd recognize from the old days? No V8. No lumpy idle, no earth-shaking rumble at a stoplight, and it might still be one of the best Chargers ever made. That's exactly the debate we're diving into with the all-new 2026 Charger Sixpack Scat Pack. And trust me, this one's going to spark some arguments. Let's get the numbers out of the way first, because they're seriously impressive. This thing runs a twin-turbocharged inline-six Hurricane engine producing 550 horsepower and a massive 531 pounds-ft of torque, launching from 0 to 60 in a claimed 3.9 seconds, topping out at 177 miles per hour. And knocking out the quarter mile in just 12.2 seconds. And get this, the new Charger is actually bigger than Dodge's own Durango SUV, tipping the scales at roughly 4,800 pounds. Yeah, everything's heavier these days, but this thing carries that weight surprisingly well. Now here's where things get controversial. Sit at a stoplight in this car and you get nothing. No aggressive idle, no rumble, no theater. The engine just sits there calmly, almost silently. But bury the throttle and everything changes instantly. You get a genuine whoosh of acceleration that sneaks up on you fast. With all-wheel drive engaged, there's basically 0 wheel spin and 0 drama, just pure, violent forward motion. But switch it into rear-wheel drive mode, and suddenly you've got all the tire smoke and questionable decision-making you could possibly want on the highway. This car is genuinely composed and refined, quiet until you ask it not to be. Then suddenly you're doing speeds that could seriously affect your driving record before you even realize what happened. Unlike the old Hellcat or SRT 392 models that practically announce your arrival with an orchestra of exhaust notes, the Sixpack sneaks under the radar acoustically, just ... Maybe don't try explaining that logic to a police officer, but the real test came on the legendary Tail of the Dragon, 318 curves packed into just 11 miles of brutal Tennessee mountain switchbacks. And surprisingly, this big, heavy car genuinely danced through it. Thanks to a new multi-link front suspension, fully independent rear suspension, adaptive dampers, and massive 6-piston Brembo brakes up front, the chassis handled the corners with real confidence. Running in AWD Sport mode, turn-in felt sharp and predictable with minimal body roll. Switch to rear-wheel drive, though, and you can genuinely start steering the car with the throttle, which, honestly, is where the real fun begins. Then came the autocross session. And this is where the Sixpack truly proved itself. With torque available essentially everywhere from 2,500 to 6,000 revolutions per minute, the car slid, rotated, and transitioned like something hundreds of pounds lighter. You can hang the tail out, catch it, toss it the other direction. And the whole time the car stays remarkably composed and predictable. So here's the million-dollar question. Is this actually a muscle car without a V8? Some purists say absolutely not. But remember, the legendary Buick Grand National didn't have a V8 either, and nobody's arguing that car doesn't deserve muscle car status. By every measurable performance metric, the 2026 Charger Sixpack Scat Pack beats the old SD 392. It's faster, handles better, launches harder, and is genuinely more fun in the corners. Does it have that old-school muscle car soundtrack? No, not really. But does that actually matter once you're behind the wheel? That completely depends on how attached you are to nostalgia. One thing's for certain though, once tuners get their hands on this twin-turbo Hurricane engine, things are about to get seriously interesting.